biography of what Jesus said and did. All of that is in the Scripture. That's not what he's talking about here. We declare him unto you. Actually, there's not really a lot said directly about Jesus in 1 John. There's some things I understand, but about he came to destroy the works of the devil and so forth. There's some statements made about him, but he's starting right from the beginning to show us the Son of God, that when you are connected with the Son of God, there's things you hear, there's things you see, there's things you handle, there's things that are manifested, there's things you speak about. See, these are I'm telling you this so you can see it and hear it and handle it and speak it. Let's put it another way. I'm declaring this unto you so you can have fellowship with us. I know people talk about let's get down there in the mud and muck and mire with all the sinners and bring them to Christ. Where'd that come from? Getting in the muck and mire for Jesus was coming from heaven to earth. He didn't spend his time with these kind of people. People who say he did they've just lied. You can't find anywhere where Jesus preferred to be with sinners. Just spend some time and see if you can find it. They came to him. He didn't go to them. That isn't where he chose to be. People who saw a little glimpse of who he really was, they wanted what he had. See? This is why today, this is why it's just a fraction of the citizenry of this fair city spent any amount of time at all in the house of God. This is why. It's because they really aren't that interested in being there. That's why. But Jesus, see, you want fellowship with Jesus, you got to see him. You have to hear him. You have to be with him. Don't expect that he's going to run to your aid in a time of crisis as you've been living without him. This won't happen. I think sometimes a lot of people think this will, that he's there for you when you need him. Well, I'm not sure that's right. Unless you're living by faith, I'm just not sure that's right. He wasn't there when Judas needed him, was he? I declare this unto you that you could have fellowship with us. Well, let me talk, he said, about our fellowship now. And our fellowship's with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Now, we talk about camaraderie and unity and where we prefer to be with God, the Father, and his Son. And we are drawn to people that are like-minded. I'd like to be one with you, John says, but I got to tell you what I've seen and heard. I got to tell you what was manifested to us, because if you're going to shake hands with us and walk with us, you're going to have to do it on this basis, because we're not going to lead the fellowship of the Father and the Son for anybody. That's what we're pledging here at this table. We're saying to God, we're not. There's no virtue to remembering Jesus if this pledge isn't made. In fact, I question that you can remember Jesus, other than just as a historical figure. Unless this pledge is made, I'm going to crucify the flesh. I'm going to forget the things that are behind. I'm going to press toward the mark. Jesus has told me he wants me to be where he is, that where I am, there you may be also. I'm making the pledge that I want to be there too. That's what this table is about. We're acknowledging Christ's death. See, that's what the world did to Jesus. We're acknowledging Christ's death till he comes. And if you take Christ coming out of the picture, we don't care about living another minute. That's the only reason we're holding on our way. Because he said, I'm coming back. So John, we want you to tell us more about what you saw and what you heard, about the one that came down and is coming back. This table helps us in that remembrance.